Picture this question. Would you lie to someone? You feel invincible, like nothing could go wrong, right? What if that little lie can destroy something big, like your marriage? On this episode, I will discuss that question, plus all the facts based on the movie Fatale, which stars Michael Ealy and Hilary Swank.
Here we go. Final round, please. Pictures up, Slate in, and roll sound.
And action!
Action.
Cut!
Cut in! Hello, all you cinephiles. I'm Patrick Green, host of Running the Slate, where I take action in critiquing movies. Today's episode is aptly titled, When a Lie is Detrimental to a Marriage. It's all about cheating and other deceptions in the movie Fatale. Before I get to the main topic, I'm going to present some fun facts about the movie. This is not the first time that Mike Colter and Hilary Swank have worked together. It all goes back when Hilary played in the Oscar-winning movie $1 Million Baby, which had the main star and director Clint Eastwood. Michael Ealy has a connection to the director Deon Taylor. Both of them did The Intruder, and that also starred Megan Good and Harrison Ford. It was also supposed to be released last June, but due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, it was only released December of last year. To segue to the characters of the movie, Michael Ealy plays Derek Tyler, a real go-getter who picked himself up by his bootstraps to form his own sports agency. He got himself a beautiful wife, even a business partner who works and plays hard just as much as him. But all that business got mixed with pleasure, and it made his wife lonely. Not only that, it got him entangled in something that he shouldn't. And now to Hilary Swank's character, Valerie Quinlan. She is an honorable detective with decorative honors in her career. She knows how to unwind and have a good time, and knows when to turn you down if you get fresh with her. Underneath that veneer is a lost cause for a mother who's disallowed to see her daughter over a freak gun accident. Granted, she's alive, but her ex-husband gives her a forbidden warning not to see her. Combine all those things, she is a walking stick of dynamite that could explode at any time. From a cinematography standpoint, the pace of the movie was right on cue, especially when it comes to the motif of spilled drinks throughout the movie. It represents all the secrets and lies that are about to be exposed, and I will get to that in the next segment, right after this. And we're back on Running the Slate. I'm Patrick Green. Today's episode is titled, When a Lie is Detrimental to a Marriage, and I have two scenes on this movie that can vouch for this. Our actions have repercussions, especially when they damage other people. I'm going to take Val's example of when she fell asleep and her daughter picked up her gun and opened fire. It would have been tragic for that little girl to lose her life. Miraculously, she survived, but Val had to surrender her right to see her. Her ex-husband Carter, who is played by Danny Pino, you might know him from Cold Case or Law and Order. He has main custody of her daughter, but he's mired in controversy himself, and Val used it as leverage to get her daughter back. All she needed was Derek to do her dirty work. He was already in no position to decline her offer because he's got fingerprints on a gun, and he has pending charges against him. Now, I understand his cousin wanted to help out, but has he heard of the old saying, curiosity killed a cat? You can download this episode on Spotify, Stitcher, or even iHeartRadio, or leave a tweet at twitter.com/silentwonder. Once you saw Derek's face when he looked at Val walking in his breaking crime scene, you knew that something was about to go down. From Val's perspective, the idea wheels were turning when she saw him, especially when she sat on his bed pretending she was the one lying in it, to questioning Tracy, who is Derek's wife. I can't help but to fathom if it's out of doing her job or if Val is doing it to get close. I like that from a storyline point of view. Storylines to keep a movie fan guessing when you know something's lurking in the background of all this four-way love affair between Val, Derek, Tracy, and Rafe, who happens to be Derek's business partner. Coming up, I'll give you my final take on the movie Fatale. It's something special for all the couples that need to hear this. And we're back on Running the Slate. I'm Patrick Green. Today's episode is when a lie is detrimental to a marriage. And I have something for all the couples out there to hear. I think Fatale can be used for what not to do in a marriage. Yes, relationships can be strained and you need to get away from your spouse for a while. But having an affair does not give you or your spouse a way out. Once you score with somebody else in bed, emotions are at the forefront, and there's no telling what the person can do or what she wants. Which brings me to Val. All she wanted was her daughter back, but she had to do something repugnant to get it, which was to hire Derek to kill her ex-husband. Just being at the top of your game in success and in love gives you the right to cheat. I think that's what Derek felt like in the movie. He saw an attractive woman, gave her a dance, talked over her drinks, and a roll in the hay for a nightcap. It didn't occur to him that one night of debauchery can make everything fall like dominoes and crumble. Did he like being her pawn and killing her ex-husband in order to purge all the crimes he's done or accused of? If it wasn't for Derek being real with Val at the club, we would have never known. Let me paint this one last mental picture. Pretend you're in this situation. Once the smoke has cleared and you've done clearing your name, would you feel vindicated or feel the need to do it again? I'm going to leave y'all with that question in mind. Tweet me your answers at twitter.com/silentwonder or download this episode at Stitcher, Spotify, or even iHeartRadio. You can even click subscribe on my YouTube channel page or even leave a like on my Facebook page. Well, cinephiles, that just about does it for this episode. But before I go, let me give you a sneak peek of what could happen next week. Jack tells Miles that he needs to get laid during breakfast. Little does he know that banging other women is what got him in the first place when he met Stephanie. He actually left her. She got mental on him anyway, only to bang a waitress who was already married. That was from the movie Sideways, which stars Paul Giamatti, Sandra Oh, Thomas Hayden Church, and Virginia Madsen. If you want to hear it in its entirety, tune in next week. But until then, this is Patrick Green saying, exit stage left.